the fighting pride of the Philippines, Manny Pacquiao!
If you look up rags to riches in a dictionary, a picture of Manny Pacquiao will accompany it. The Pac-Man went from poverty to being one of the most successful boxers ever.
Now winner of his 8th World Championship.
Both in terms of achievement and finances. But it's the humility of the boxing legend which made him be adored by millions around the world. So let's look at the legend's life and what made him truly special. These are 10 lifestyle facts about the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao.
Number 10. Manny Pacquiao's early life.
Born on December 17, 1978 in the Philippine province of Cavite, Manny Pacquiao had a tough childhood. His parents were vegetable farmers and could barely afford the basic necessities for Manny and his 5 siblings. His parents, Rosalio and Danisha, separated when he was in the 6th grade, forcing Manny to grow up much quicker. He dropped out of high school because their living conditions were so poor that he needed to find work. At just 14, Manny moved to Manila, where he worked as a construction worker. With the money he made, he often chose to send it back home to help his mother and siblings rather than use it for food, as he spent his time living on the streets of Manila. There is no doubt the early hardship prepared Manny to handle the world of boxing, where his grit and determination would take him from poverty to becoming one of the richest athletes on the planet. Keep watching to learn more about that journey. For now, comment down below some of your favorite rags to riches stories related to other boxers.
Number 9. His family.
Manny would meet the love of his life, Jinky Jamora, early and would marry her on May 10, 1999. The two would have 5 children, all of whom seem to have inherited their father's work ethic, as his daughter Mary Divine Grace is a popular YouTuber with millions of subscribers, while Manny's eldest son Jemuel tried his hand in boxing, acting, and modeling. His second son Michael is a famous rapper in the Philippines, amassing tens of millions of streams. Currently, the Pacquiao family resides in General Santos, South Cotabato, Philippines, but they regularly travel the world to their other homes, including a few in the United States.
Number 8. How he started boxing.
Manny's uncle Sardo Meja gets the credit for introducing the future world champ to boxing when he was 12 years old. Specifically, what sparked Manny's interest in boxing was watching Buster Douglas's historic win against Mike Tyson in 1990. After that, Manny's uncle began training him at home, and after just 6 months of training, Pacquiao began boxing in a park in General Santos. He would continue boxing while working as a construction worker, and we can only imagine how painful those earlier sessions must have been as he trained on an empty stomach, tired from the day of manual labor. The heart of Pacquiao is truly something special. Eventually, Manny started to travel to other cities to compete in boxing tournaments, and at 15, he was considered the best junior boxer in the southern Philippines. Manny would make the Philippine national amateur boxing team, where his room and boarding was to be paid by the government. Pacquiao finished his amateur career with a record of 60-4 before making his professional debut at 16. Stay tuned to learn more about the legendary career of Pac-Man.
Number 7. Career achievements.
To do justice to Pacquiao's career achievements would require a whole video, so we'll be taking some liberties as we try to recap everything Manny did in a career that spanned 4 decades. Pac-Man made boxing history by becoming the first boxer ever to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions. That's from flyweight to super welterweight, where Manny crushed his opponents and established himself as one of the all-time greats.
He's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look the same again.
Along with that, Pacquiao won 12 major world titles and was the first boxer to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight classes. Pacquiao also ruled the glamour division of boxing, flyweight, featherweight, lightweight, and welterweight, making him the first boxer in history to win major world titles in 4 of the original 8 boxing weight classes. On top of that, he is the first boxer ever to become a 4-decade world champion, winning belts in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. So it should come as no surprise that Pacquiao consistently found himself atop of the pound-for-pound ranking during his reign, and is the longest reigning top 10 active boxer on the ring's pound-for-pound list, where he was at the top from 2003 to 2016. Pacquiao's professional record stands at 62 wins, with 39 of those coming via KO or TKO.
Number 6, various sponsorships.
With sponsorships, most of the well-known companies on the planet lined up to get a piece of the Pac-Man. In the past, Pacquiao has worked with the likes of Sony, Hewlett-Packard, Monster Energy, Nike, Foot Locker, Nestle, and Hennessy. Forbes magazine estimated Manny has pulled in upwards of $40 million from sponsors alone. Not bad for someone who once struggled with having enough money to eat. Pacquiao has also had title sponsors such as Paramount Pictures, Tecate, and Smart Communications, all of whom wish to take an inch or two of Pacquiao's shorts for the pay-per-view broadcast. Speaking of which, in 2015, Manny charged at least $300,000 for a 4x6-inch patch on his shorts. You would think that would make some brands hesitant, but Cafe Puro, Phoenix Petroleum, and AirAsia happily paid the steep price to be featured on Pacquiao's shorts. In 2016, Pacquiao signed Chinese sportswear brand Anta as an apparel sponsor, agreeing to don the brand's products during training and competitive bouts. While in the Philippines, you can barely go by a store or a billboard without seeing Pacquiao smile or him in his boxing attire.
Number 5, fight pays.
The sponsor pay is the icing on the cake, while the real bread comes from his superstardom, which translated into something of the largest gates in boxing history, and Pacquiao made sure he got his share and then some. It's believed that Pacquiao has generated nearly 20.4 million pay-per-view buys and 1.29 billion in revenue. It's no wonder Forbes had Pac-Man as the second highest paid athlete in the world in 2015, earning a cool $160 million that year. But fighting wasn't always so profitable. When Pacquiao made his pro debut, he earned a whopping $20 for his fight. Yep, that's it. And things wouldn't change a whole lot for a while. It wouldn't be until his 2005 bout against Eric Morales where Pacquiao earned his first $1 million pay. The turning point in Pacquiao's career would come after he defeated Oscar De La Hoya in 2008, where he took home $15 million.
And the power shots right downstairs, and look at Pacquiao battle to the end of the 8th round.
And of course, in terms of paychecks, Pacquiao would climb the mountaintop in 2015 when he took on Floyd Mayweather. The bout broke every financial record in boxing history as it earned 4.6 million pay-per-view buys and made $600 million in total revenue. Pacquiao would take his share of $120 million from that one fight alone. Talk about a good day at the office. Can you name the other 4 fights that round out the highest pay-per-view buys in boxing history? Hint, Mayweather might be on a couple more times.
Number 4, social media presence.
Pacquiao is largely considered one of the most popular athletes on the planet, and his social media presence backs that up. On Twitter, the boxing champ has 2.6 million followers, while on Instagram, Pacquiao has over 7 million. These days, the champ lives a more relaxed lifestyle, so his feed is made up of his beautiful family, his political obligations, and general vacation pictures. It's too bad social media wasn't a big thing during the heydays of the boxing legend, as we're sure the feed would have been populated with some incredible behind-the-scenes look into Manny's camp. And what boxing fan wouldn't want to see that? Also, Pacquiao has a family YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. So if you're wondering what the Pacquiao family is up to, make sure to subscribe and follow to see their daily activities.
Number 3, outside the ring.
Pacquiao is known for his big punching power, but what's even bigger is the champ's heart, as he's made sure to give back to those in need as he's risen in stardom. In 2016, Pacquiao reached for his checkbook and paid for 1,000 homes to be built for the poor in his hometown. Pacquiao also works with the Habitat for Humanity movement, and you can often see the boxing world champion distributing food and other necessities during his several charity drives every year. It's safe to say, Pac-Man did not forget his humble roots. Apart from that, much of the champ's time outside the ring is taken up with his political obligations. Pacquiao first dabbled into the world of politics in February 2007, where he campaigned for a seat in the Philippine House of Representatives. He would eventually get elected in 2010, representing the province of Sarangani in a landslide victory. In 2015, Pacquiao would run for a senatorial position under the UNA party, and would be formally elected in 2016. He would go as far as declaring himself as a candidate for the presidential elections in 2022, but the champ would come up short, forcing to concede his presidential hopes on May 10th.
Number 2, entertainment career.
Pacquiao is known for entertaining inside the ring, but he's equally entertaining outside. The champ is a renaissance man as he's shown his talents in acting in movies, appearing in television shows, and even publishing records and putting on concerts. He signed a contract as an actor and host with ABS-CBN, the largest entertainment and media conglomerate in the Philippines. Soon after that, Pacquiao hit the big screens, playing the lead roles in several movies, including a few that are in production currently. His sitcom career kicked off with a deal with GMA Network after his previous network deal expired. Along with that, he hosted a game show called Many Prizes. Enough with the acting, let's move on to the vocal skills of the boxing legend. He often came to the ring being serenaded by his own songs. He released 2 platinum albums and brought his talents to America when he covered Dan Hill's Sometimes When We Touch on The Jimmy Kimmel Show. If the boxing career didn't pan out so well, Pac-Man definitely had the chops to make it as a musician or an actor. Who, in your opinion, is the best musician who could also knock someone out if they had to? Hint, one of them also famously came out to his own walkout song.
Number 1, his net worth.
With all that being said, when it comes to calculating the multi-talented world champ's net worth, we have to take into consideration so many revenue streams that it's almost impossible to lock down a specific number. With his success in the ring as one of the largest drawing boxing stars ever, along with the who's who of sponsors both in and out of the ring, Pacquiao is regarded as one of the most successful boxers in history. Things changed plenty in Pacquiao's life, so much so that he's won it from more than his boxing talents, as his vocal and acting skills also bring in the big bucks. Taking all that into consideration, we'd guess that Pac-Man's net worth is somewhere between $250 million and $350 million. It's safe to say that Manny won't need to think twice before enjoying a steak dinner. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so you're notified the next time we upload a new video. With that being said, you just watched the lifestyle and net worth of the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao. Until next time.